Hey guys, it's Katie from heykatie.net, and I wanted to, first of all, I wanted to thank everybody for your comments on my last video. It was really nice. A lot of you reached out to me to tell me that you also suffer from depression and that you've had anxiety issues and that you totally understand, and that means the world to me, so thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. It's nice to not feel alone all the time, which if you do suffer from depression, you know that it can feel like a burden and like you are all by yourself. So today I wanted to get back to normal, and so I wanted to show you guys something that I ordered off of Amazon, and this is for all of you bullet journal enthusiasts out there. I ordered two, and I thought I would share them. In one of my other videos, I actually reviewed the Scribbles That Matter notebook, and I got such great feedback on that. So I decided to try a couple of other notebooks and review those as well. So I hope that this is something that you guys will enjoy. So what I got is I got the UberWorks Tehnik premium notebooks. And these are, I got two of them, which one of them I didn't realize I kind of ordered the wrong one because it's a lined notebook, which I hate, but it's still good to review it and it could come in useful for journaling or something else. So I'll keep it and figure out something to do with it. And the other one is their sort of executive edition. So I thought I would go ahead and open them in front of you. So first of all, these are the two items. They're both A5. This one looks like it would be bigger, but it's not. They're both A5. And this is how they come packaged in these cardboard sleeves. So we'll go through the first one first. And this is the white A5 cardboard hardcover one. So you take it out of the package. And you can see right here, it has everything on the front as to what you can expect. So it is paper from responsible sources, which I like. It's 80-gram paper, which is really good. It's a nice quality paper. Fountain pen approved, apparently. We will try that out in a second. No feathering, fast dry, beige paper, so it's easy on the eyes. It's acid-free, thread bound with a flat lay design. There's 8 perforated sheets, a sheet index page, folder pocket, stickers inside. I was kind of sad because it says high strength elastic and built-in pen loop, but as you can see, there's a little asterisk which it says this feature is not available on all notebook models, and it is indeed not available on either of the ones I bought, which is okay, but kind of sad because I saw that in the on the pictures when I bought it, and so I assumed that it would come with a pen loop. But as I've said in previous videos, I'm not a huge fan of pen loops, but I still kind of wanted to try it. So let's open it up and take a look. So this little sleeve comes off, and it's got a little information inside. It tells you how to use the stickers, and it tells you how many pages are inside and the height and width and all that. So yeah, it's just got a little bit of more information. There's a thank you that's on the back. And you can order these on myuberworks.com. I ordered mine off of Amazon, so I'll share the link for that as well. And it's made in Serbia, which is kind of interesting, although the LLC is registered in Dale, Texas. So here is the actual notebook. I ordered white, and I thought I would decorate it somehow. So it's just this plain sort of thing. On the back, there is an embossed UberWorks Tehnik branding on there. See if you can see it. So that's all right. And then this got the elastic that keeps it closed, which is kind of nice. Inside, there's a how to use the stickers page and a letter to the customer. With a big old thank you on it. There's a lot of thank yous in this notebook, which, you know, makes me feel kind of special. So thank you. Right back at you, UberWorks. So the how to use the stickers thing, let's see if we can find the stickers. First of all, I'm assuming they're in the back pocket, and they are. Whoa, this is interesting. Okay, so these are the stickers. They're not very large. They're just these little little things you can kind of put on the front or back, or it kind of gives you some options here. You can kind of wrap it around, or you can just put it on the front, or you can not use them at all, which I would not use these because I'm sorry to say, they're ugly. They're not something that I would use. They don't make my journal any prettier, so they're kind of useless to me, but I may find a use for them somewhere else that has nothing to do with this journal. Okay, so in the back, you've got a nice accordion pocket, which a lot of bullet journals come with. The loop term comes with it, and that's nice. This is where things get a little bit interesting. First, let's just go through. So this is the front. Owner/data. Again, not a pretty page. I would have rather just had like one line so I could decorate it. Again, we got the branding down here, which is fine. At least it's not all over the entire cover like the Scribbles That Matter was, which is good. And then when you go to the first page, it once again has the same info that was on this sleeve. So it tells you again exactly what to expect. Now, obviously, I got lined, which I did not intend to do. I wanted a dot grid or even plain. That was my intention, but obviously I wasn't paying attention, so I got lined. So I probably won't be using this for bullet journaling. But again, it could be useful for, keeping a diary or any other sort of journal, or even just keeping it next to me for blog ideas or anything like that. This is where it's weird. So down here, you can see it says s.id. And then when you turn the pages, that's not on this page, but again, it's on this side. So on this page, there's that SID, which if you go to the back, it's where the index is. So the last page, front and back, is the sheet ID and content. So this is where you would put your index, I guess. So you'd put the SID, which would be the page, and then under here it says content, so you could describe what's there. This is not good in my mind. This is not a good thing. I like the bullet journal index system where you write it at the front. You can have as many pages as you want. You can take up as much space as you want. This, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's what, 48 and 48. So that's 96. 96 potential entries you can put in there, and that limits you, which is kind of annoying. I also don't like that it's in the back, because then you have to go to the back to search for it, where I prefer having my index in the front. There are also, as I mentioned, perforated pages in the back, so there's supposedly 8 of these. They're already coming apart, which is kind of annoying. And I'm not entirely sure why you would want perforated pages, but each to their own. That might be a good thing for somebody. Again, just turning them is making them rip a little bit. Okay, so there you go. You have all of these. Oops, sorry. All of these are pages that you can rip out. Again, I don't really know why it would have that, but possibly I'll figure out a use for it. So again, it's very, very plain, extremely plain. There's nothing really fancy about it. If it was dot grid, you could just add your own fancy. This would definitely be something for someone who's really creative to create their own sort of magical bullet journal, or their magical journal of some bit. It being lined, I got to figure out how to use it. It will probably just become a notebook, which is sad. But the price that I paid was only like $12, which if you've bought other brands of bullet journal, those are way more expensive than this. So what I do want to do though is I want to test it out as far as using a fountain pen. So I've got my fountain pen here. This is my Pilot. So what we're going to do, because it's supposed to be fountain pen approved and bleed proof and no feathering and all of that, with a fast dry, I'm just going to go ahead and write my owner data right here. So let's see if you can see this, just like this. All right, so let's put it in. Katie. All right, so it did not go through. that's a good thing. I can sort of see it on the other side, but not too much. It's written really well. Let's see. All right, it's been about, I would definitely say it's been over 7 seconds. So let's just, yep, it's not smearing. It's not doing anything. There's a tiny bit of feathering. You can see the fibers of the paper. I don't know how well you can see them here. Oh, maybe not so well. But if you get really close, you can kind of see the fibers of the paper turning black around the lettering. And that I would consider feathering, which is kind of against what they say, but it's not too terribly bad. I don't think anybody would actually notice unless they were the ones keeping the journal. So at the end of the day, this one, it also has, just to point it out, it also has a ribbon bookmark, which is always kind of nice. I don't use them personally. I usually tear them out, but for those who like that, it's there. I believe there's only one. So that is the first notebook. So give me 1 second and I'll do the second. Okay, so the second notebook, again, this is, hang on, this is the executive desktop notebook, and it's got a leather look to it, and there's a few different colors. I chose the kind of blue. Let's see if we can get it out. All right, so it's kind of hard to get out. All right, so here we go. So it comes, as I said, it's a A5 size as well. So it's just in a more framed sort of box, which, you know, it being an executive, I get it. I think it was slightly more expensive than the other one. I think it was like $14 that I paid for it. So let's see if there's a reason for the increased price. Well, the first thing I'm noticing, well, I guess, okay, let's see. So they're both A5, so let's compare them. So here is the white and here is the blue. And from looking at it, yeah, you can see the blue is actually slightly bigger. You can see there it overhangs quite a bit. Now the cover is bigger than the pages, but the pages themselves are definitely bigger as well. I don't know how well you can see that. They're slightly bigger than the white. So maybe not true A5, maybe slightly bigger. And that's okay. I don't mind that at all. I also actually like that the cover is a little bit bigger than the pages. To me, that's a good thing. We got the same sleeve on the front with the same information, the 80-gram paper, fountain pen approved, and all that. Got the same card inside with the big old thank you and the sticker use. So I'm assuming there will be more stickers in the back, and there are in the same accordion sleeve, more ugly stickers. Let's find a use for them. And the same index on the back. So everything is exactly the same so far, and looking very quickly, it is exactly the same owner data on the front, the SID. Now this is plain paper. There's no dot grid, there's no graph, and there's no lines. This is just plain paper. And feeling it, I don't know, it feels, I want to compare because it feels thinner than the other paper. I don't know if that's just in my mind, so let's figure it out. No, I suppose they are about the same. I don't know, it just feels a lot thinner, but that apparently is just me. So once again, everything's exactly the same as in the other journal. The only difference is that it's not lined, it's plain. The cover, it's leather look and leather, pretend leather, it's not real, but it's a pretty blue. It kind of matches my shirt right now. It does have a slight leather look, but it's definitely a fake leather look, you can tell. I like that the pages are blue on the outside. That's really cool. It's a really pretty blue. It's got, again, the bookmark, and this one is, as you would imagine, a blue bookmark, a blue ribbon. So this, let's try the fountain pen. I'm expecting the exact same results as last time. Let's see. Here we go. Go. Okay. Once again, I am seeing that same feathering, which you can't see, which is really frustrating to me. But it's the same if you look up close, let's see if we can see it. Maybe you could see it a little bit. You could see that there is feathering. The fibers of the page are bleeding from the ink. But let's try this. Again, it's not smearing, so it is quick to dry, which is one of the promises, and it lived up to it. So that's a good thing. All right, so let's talk about this. Again, price-wise, these are great notebooks. If you're not looking for something fancy, you cannot beat the price on these. Every other notebook that I've bought off of Amazon or elsewhere are way more expensive. These are extremely affordable. And if you are a beginning bullet journaler, for instance, and you're just wanting to try it out and you don't want to invest in one of the more expensive notebooks, but you're also not wanting to use a composition notebook that you buy from Dollar General, then this is actually a really good middle ground notebook because it is very affordable. Like I said, $12 or $14. And there are several options, different colors and things. So if white doesn't do it for you, there are tons of other colors. And in these executive ones, I think there's only 3 colors, if I remember correctly. And I liked the blue best. The rest didn't appeal. So again, I think this is something that you would want if you are the creative type. Because it is so plain, I do think you would need a lot of creativity to jazz it up. If you're not that sort of person, you do just want a very plain, and if you're into the older style of bullet journaling where it's literally just bullet points, then this might actually be perfect for you because it is, you know, there's nothing to encourage you to be creative. It is so blank. But if you are the creative type and you want to make something really special, I think this could actually be really good for you. There's no real guidance in it. There's no, besides the index in the back, which you could easily tear out. And oh, by the way, this one has the perforated pages in the back as well. I think definitely you could tear out that back index or use it if you want to, but you could definitely use your creativity to create something really special. I've also heard that these are really great for use as a sort of sketchbook, and because it's got the plain paper, I think for someone who does pen drawings, this would actually be fantastic. The paper's not very thick, and it's kind of perfect for fountain pens, as you saw, with only minor feathering. No ghosting, so you could really do a lot with this if you are an artistic type who's looking for a good notebook for your pens and for something to draw or sketch or just, journal in life, like out and about and you just want to capture your thoughts. Perfect notebook for that sort of thing. I personally don't feel this is a good fit for me for bullet journaling, but as far as other things, I think there's a lot of potential here. So at the end of the day, I guess I would give it, for bullet journaling, I would kind of give it maybe a 6 out of 10, possibly a 7, just because I said there is potential there for being more creative. As far as art and writing, I think these are probably more of an 8 out of 10. I don't think I could give it any higher than that just because it's somewhat disappointing, but for the price, I mean, if you compare if you think about the price of it compared to its potential, then maybe, yeah, you'd give it a 9 or a 10 because it's kind of this perfect medium interim thing that you could use if you are just getting started and you're worried about ruining something, but you don't want that cheapo, crapo notebook. I definitely think this would be a one for kids or for people just starting out. So if that is you, I would definitely recommend it. Give it a try. Decorate it. I definitely think, especially with the white, there's a lot of ways you could decorate it. You could draw on it, you could paint on it, you could cover it with vinyl or cloth or whatever you want, make your own notebook cover. I think that this is something that a beginner, I'm actually changing my mind as I talk about it. I definitely, maybe we'll give it an 8 for bullet journaling because I definitely think there's potential there. So I don't know what you guys think. If you've tried this, do leave a comment, let me know. Or if you're thinking about trying it, let me know that too. Hopefully this feedback has been good and that you've liked the review. I'm going to give it a go over the next few days, try and decorate it and try and see what I can do with it. Maybe make it, like I said, into a blogging sort of notebook that I can use for ideas and keeping track of due dates and things like that. If I do find a really good use for it, I'll come share that as well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you can, and if you want to, if you found this helpful. I'm going to be doing a big giveaway soon. It'll probably be bullet journal related, and that will happen as soon as I hit 500 subscribers. I don't know why that's a big deal to me, but 500 just seems like such a huge number, and I'd be really excited. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to check me out over social media. I'm at HeyKatieBlog everywhere, and my actual website is heykatie.net. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.